What is up, y'all? It's your boy Stein Fox, Jarl of the Greyhorn Pagans. It is a rare day that I make two videos, especially when I'm doing them back to back. But I just talked to Joshua Fortini, who I did the podcast with on the Mystery of Giants. Links are in the description below. I'll leave a card in the upper right corner, upper left corner. You'll find him in the corner. I still suck at that. And we have agreed on a date for the second podcast. I am working a lot this week. I'll be working long hours. I'll be working early. I work as a cook. I work as a freelance cook. So long days. But I will be recording the podcast with him on Thursday night, this Thursday. That is let me check. That should be the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not the right one. Give me a moment. No, the 12th. Day early even. 12th of May. This Thursday, I will be recording the second podcast with Joshua on the Mystery of Giants. He's been sending me stuff. He's been posting a lot of things in the tribe of the Greyhorn Pagans. You'll find a description, or you'll find a link to my tribe, to our tribe, mine and Josh's tribe, everyone's tribe, whatever, in the description below as well. I've been, as you can see on my TV behind me, I'm reading things, I'm listening to things. It's very interesting. It's all really, really weird and mind-blowing, and I've been listening to the Third Eye podcast, My Third Eye podcast with Ghost, where I was a guest too, on Tartaria. Link to the playlist in another card in the corner somewhere. And he said some things, or his guest actually that he had on the podcast that I recently listened to, says some things that me and Josh talked about too. So I want to bring that up as well next time I talk to him, which will be on Thursday, the 12th. English is such a weird language. Of May. I'm excited. He can dig, and he can find things, and the most obscure things, but things that when he shows you, when he shows me, it clicks, it connects, and even if it doesn't click or connect right away, it makes you think. It makes you go, he's got a point there. That is weird, or that is suspicious. How does that work? That's why we did a whole podcast, and it was only an hour and a half. And that was mostly because, it was late here. It was dark when I started, because, I'm on the Amsterdam timeline. He's on the American East Coast timeline. And I had stuff to do the next day and whatever, but I'd rather do the podcast. I'd rather do videos about that, do the audio editing, do the video editing. I don't know. I just love that. I love playing around with media and editing and making recordings and whatever. So, little segue into that. If you are someone, or if you know someone that has a story to share, doesn't matter what it is, it can be in the realm of paganism, heathenism, occultism, role-playing, tabletop role-playing. I did that with Raven. Of course, I'll leave a link to that also in the upper corner, or in the upper corner. I should check that. And I'll leave a description down below, of course. It could be, I don't know, like you're an artist and you just want to talk about that, talk about your passions. Whether you're a pagan artist or not. On Telegram, for example, I'm following Aethelwolf. He's an amazing digital artist. He does monthly shoutouts too, also for the tribe. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. It can be about fucking anything. Like, I don't care. Whatever you are passionate about, I want to talk to you about. I mean, giants, and the mystery of giants, and the conspiracy of giants, and whatever, that spans so many things. It's biblical, it's pagan. I can, like, I'm a Tartaria freak. It's one of my favorite topics, hidden history. If you know shit about that, come on, tell us. I can link it to Tartaria, because supposedly there were giants too in the Tartarian Empire. It was built by giants, or whatever. That shit is so interesting. Tabletop role-playing, Dungeons and Dragons. Like, fuck, tell me it's pagan without telling me it's pagan. Dungeons and Dragons. Like, dragons, you'll see them from the Far East to, Britannic lore, Germanic lore, Norse lore, whatever. I'm willing to bet that even the Romans and the Greeks had some vision of dragons or whatever. If you're like talking about mythical creatures and mythical beasts and whatever, the Bible had them. Paganism has them. Just the mythological stories. They are so cool and they are so interesting, and I want to talk to people about that. And that's why I'm so thankful that I now have the opportunity to do that with my podcast. The talk I had with Raven about role-playing and Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop and the whole history and struggle and whatever. Like, dude, no, that lighting sucks. Okay, whatever. I knew it existed. I knew it was a thing, but I always thought, it's geeky, it's nerdy, guys with dirty glasses and held together by tape and whatever. Like, you're basic nerd that you'll see in pop culture, like throwing dice and just how South Park depicts it, basically. Because if there are two creators who are good at making stereotypes and making fun of stereotypes, it's the creators of South Park. That's how it depicted Dungeons and Dragons. Turns out, there's a whole backstory. There's so much you can do with it. Raven developed a tabletop RPG for the tribe. We did one session, bro. We need to do another session quick. Hit me up. Or I'll hit you up. Whatever. Like, we're gonna do a part 2 soon anyway. Whatever. So, I mean, I got my own freaking stuff. Like, I got a mat, and I got, freaking, where's the cam? There. I got dice and everything. In a million years, I never thought I'd get that. And the stuff about giants, with Joshua. Yeah, it was just an hour and a half. But it was an hour and a half of information and conspiracy and mythology and theory and just so many things, and we can go so much deeper into that. I'm way excited. I'm way excited for these things. That's why I love doing the podcast, and that's why I'm asking everyone who's watching these videos, everyone who has listened to the podcast and is like, hey, I got a story to share as well. I mean, come on, I did 2 parts about Tartaria, and that's something I just got into like a couple months ago. I never heard of it before, and then I dove deep, with the videos of, oh god, was it like John Levi and Mind Unveiled, and now I'm watching videos of Paul Cook and Conspiracy R Us, and just everything that's connected to Tartaria, and it connects to another rabbit hole, and another rabbit hole, and another rabbit hole. The world is so much bigger than you think. And the mythologies, the theories, the conspiracies. It's kind of a dirty word, but fuck it. Sometimes they are conspiracies. Those rabbit holes, they go so much deeper. And there is so many connected to them. Like, it's not just one straight rabbit hole that goes deep. It's more like, how do I put that? Like, the first image that comes to mind is like a tree. Like tree roots, because it's, underground. Like, you got this one, but that connects to that one, and that one, but also that one. But then there's a whole side branch. And, like, then just the stuff we know at the top. But that goes so fucking... I keep rambling, I know, but this makes me happy. So, I'm gonna try and wrap it up. I can talk for hours about this shit, and I will on the Greyhorn Pagan Podcast. No, but for real. 12th of May, I will do the recording with Josh. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to do the editing, because I'm working on the weekend. So let's say the next week. Let's say Monday or Tuesday, I'll have the podcast up. Tuesday or Wednesday, I will have the video up as well. I will post that on my YouTube. I will post that on the tribal channel, Odyssey, that is. I'll leave links to all of that in the description below. I do every time. I'll post as many cards in the corners as I can, and I'm excited. I'm hella excited. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna leave it at this. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Leave something in the comments. Something that you want me and Josh to talk about. Something that you want me and Raven to talk about. Something that you want me to talk about. Something you think, or like someone you think I should talk to or talk about or whatever. Leave something in the comments. Subscribe, hit the bell, share this with everyone. Share it with your mother, your baby sister, your grandmother, whoever. If you're watching this on Odyssey, library, whatever, fire this shit up, subscribe, leave something nice in the comments. There's no algorithm, so whatever. Still nice to read. Subscribe, repost, and do all the same shit on Rumble. Give it a rumble, share it, subscribe, BitChute. I can upload my last video to BitChute. It has a 2 gigabyte upload limit. Stupid. My grievances with that you can watch in my previous video. So enough shilling for now. I thank you all. Thank you all for watching. And until the next time, Stein Fox signing out.